looking for intelligence? Are you looking to expand your mind? Well, you've come to the wrong place. Let's go to another episode of the Boundless PodTrap.
Hey all, the statements expressed in this segment are strictly in character for the activity presented. The views and comments are not those of the host or anyone associated with the podcast. It's for comedic purposes. Don't be a sensitive bitch.
Ricky Ticky Tavi, bitch!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
he's been really excited about this. I'm excited.
Mama Jama.
This phone needs to update like every 5
I have no idea. Let me welcome this back. All right, welcome back, guys. This is us again. These are bad. I don't know how to intro something.
Oh my God, just
Yeah,
spit
we
all
noticed.
over the microphone.
Stop. I know how to
This is
make.
us again.
We are back.
It sounded very
again.
welcoming, very warming. I need to put my
John is
professional
back.
cap on.
With his friends.
Yeah, if you forgot, it's John, Brian, AJ, and Justin.
Yes.
In a videotape sent to authorities this morning, credit for the liberation of an orangutan from the lab last night is taken by these men.
If you pick
No Jeremy, though.
If this is your first episode you started, I'm sorry.
Whoops. I feel like I need to be a little bit more professional.
Need to go back a couple.
I am the type of person who usually comes in with a little bit more decorum.
You do
A
what?
little bit more.
What?
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 You are the least
Stop lying to
decorum
people.
person I know.
I'm
What's
pretty sure
decorum mean?
I am. I have to
5-letter word.
display a level of exemplary-
Electroluminescence. Spell it again.
I can't do
Are
it the
you
first time.
Yeah, are you saying
can't
you're the
do it.
most?
Sounds like a Harry,
Are you
Harry
saying
Potter
you're the
spell.
most professional one?
Yes.
He's an honest man.
A very erudite gentleman.
Oh, actually, I thought he was very professional.
That is exactly what I am saying, Professor AJ.
Okay.
I'm thinking Brian is the professional one. He hasn't said cunt once tonight.
Did you say cunt once tonight?
Not a single goddamn cunty time.
He hasn't said it.
Oh,
I guess that makes John
right.
the responsible
Oh
one.
no! We're doomed.
The last time was a disaster.
does anyone
Justin,
else
spell
just think?
otorhinolaryngology.
Oh, not this again.
What?
Otorhinolaryngology.
I'm gonna probably get 7 letters
He's
in.
gonna look at the ceiling for so fucking long.
OTORHINO. Am I on the right
Yeah,
track?
yeah.
Okay. Otorhin.
Otorhino. You got that part. Laryngology.
Okay. From the N O. Wait, what was the last part?
Laryngology. Otorhinolaryngology. You're at the O and rhino.
LERANGONY.
And why?
Ology?
Ology?
Laryngology. Fuck it, whatever. GY
No,
is what I
it's
meant.
LA. LAYN.
Venlosa.
Leviosa. Furiosa.
Fuck you.
Anyway, it's thundering, so hurry up.
All right.
In case
You guys
the
will be
power
safe in
goes
here.
out.
This is true. I should probably get on a little track. So
For once.
I've been excited to go over this. I was so excited 2 weeks ago when we didn't have this.
I bet.
But I'm trying to regain that excitement because I want to see how this shit goes down. Okay. I think you were the only one who heard me the last recording when I said I was going to take you guys someplace.
Okay.
All right. And I don't know if you know anymore, but fuck it, whatever. I don't care. You guys, I asked you guys a question. I'm like, hey, man, like, guys, dudes,
Brosivs.
brohami, go.
Homosexuals.
Yes. Go and find at least like 1 or 2 different bad guys that you like and 1 or 2 different bad guys that you hate. And you're like, okay, cool. And you guys did that homework. And I was very proud of you guys. Complete. And you're
And
still
that's
kind
the
of wondering where
segment.
this is going. All right, have a good night.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
He almost fell out.
I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in a little pocket over here, okay?
So all that work you did, go fuck yourself.
Probably at this point.
So, okay. Have you guys ever sat into like jury duty or court proceedings, or do you watch like TV where we, like Judge Judy?
I watched Poopgate.
Poopgate?
Yeah.
Oh, Amber Heard thing?
Amber, yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yes.
Poopgate, okay.
Yes, I saw a little bit of Poopgate.
I think that's all you really need to know.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Because that's her doing coke while on the stand was amazing. I can't believe
All right.
this is allowed. somehow.
Typically, it can take up to like 10 to 20 years of legal experience to be considered for like your judgeship. All right.
Yep.
That's not true. It took me 15 minutes to become a minister.
Well, that's not a judge.
That's a different
way
thing.
different.
No.
You can lie about...
As a minister, I'm allowed to judge everyone.
Oh, this is true. That makes sense.
Okay. Can't argue with you there.
I have a fucking podcast to run, and I don't have 10 to 20 years to try to get all this education here. So, but I listen to a lot of true crime. I watch TV shows since I was a kid that could probably count to 5 to 10 of those years as like experience part. I'll allow that. Okay. And you guys are always talking about how amazing I am. John actually sent a sticker telling me I'm number one not too long ago.
Perfect.
So I'm going to count that as an appointed or election process. All right. So you need to be elected to serve your judgeship, to be on the board, to wear your man dress and bang your hammer.
Like Marshall on How I Met Your Mother, not the Marshall we have.
No, not at all. Okay.
Yep.
So I am going to become...
Obey the law, bitch.
I am the law!
Yes, the Judge Justice, Judge Justitius Tiberius Milani. I'll be presiding over this court here, and you guys will be defending or prosecuting a certain people here and there.
Perfect. Love
So I have a total of
16.
16. Attorney Marshall, do you while I'm all right, all rise.
Dude. Oh, nice.
Man, I'm banging that.
Shakes as bad as I do.
Who's the judge? Michael J. Fox.
Oh, no.
Or when Michael J. Fox is in the bathroom turning into a werewolf for the first time.
How can I put this? I'm going through changes.
Dun, dun.
He makes the best milkshakes.
All right, so
And they bring all the boys to the yard.
all right, in the process of
You break up a glow stick and just give it to him real quick. There you go.
He sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yo, I can spot you from here.
You will defeat him easily.
Oh man.
Anyway.
He's like in a waving inflatable wacky tube man.
All right, so the process of in criminal court. Oh man, I'm sorry. This is very unprofessional. Judge Justitius Tiberius.
Order in the court.
Martial law is in effect.
Yes, order. All right.
Yeah, I'll take a number 2 with
No.
fries. Oh, sorry,
Shit.
different order.
Silence. I don't have a bailiff. I need a bailiff.
Nope.
John,
Go get Crystal.
can
No.
Go get the demon.
I could probably do that. Can you? Never mind.
You
Anyways.
really need a bailiff.
So the process in a criminal court, you have your trial. Well, you have like your pre-motion, all this other stuff. So we're going to focus on primarily just like the trial part. So you have your opening statements. Both sides present their opening statements, outline their case and jury. This part of the trial is crucial as it sets the stage for what each party believes the evidence will show. The prosecution will typically go first, providing a detailed overview since we don't necessarily have to, depending on what character we pick or what person we're going to pick. I can let the other
Defense.
the defense. Thank you. Maybe I need to go back to school. The defense can possibly go first to try to put somebody away. Or, sorry, to defend the person, to not put them away.
That's what my knees sound like.
All right. That's
All right. Then you have like the presentation of evidence. So the prosecution presents its case first, followed by the defense. Each side can call witness and present evidence. Then you have the cross-examination. So the other person's going to have the opportunity to cross-examine the other side's witness or the evidence or whatever they brought forth. Then you have
complicated.
the closing arguments. Both sides present their closing argument and summarize the case. So I've been sitting on this and I've been thinking about it. I'm like, do I want to tell you guys how I want to proceed with all this? And I'm like, fuck, I don't know.
It's good to know.
Fuck it. No, we're not. We're going to wing this whole shit because with my extensive experience presiding over cases in the past, none, I think it's fair. Fuck it. We're on to a good start here. Then at the very end, they were going to have the deliberation. So one of you guys is going to be the prosecution. One of you guys is going to be the defense. And due to however you guys persuade, the other person is going to be the jury.
Okay. Perfect.
Right?
Got it.
And so we have different people here. So all three of you guys are required to be here. Pay attention in my court.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you awake?
I'm ready.
Do you need to stand up, attorney, juror?
I think he's
11?
just overthinking it. I think he thinks it's going to be hard, but I think it'll be fun.
You will find a verdict after the jury, does their deliberation. They'll present with the verdict, and then I will sentence the motherfuckers.
She doesn't like to be called that.
Or the people, the witnesses.
I'm not sure that they're guilty of anything.
Not the witnesses, the prosecutions. The convicted.
plaintiff?
The convicted. I don't know words. All right.
And not just in court, just in general. He doesn't know words.
If you guys have...
Also,
Man,
this lightning is
hold on.
close. Sorry, guys. We're getting a lot of light and then thunder instantly. It's very close.
That's a myth, by the way.
I thought it was for real.
You're a myth.
Lightning and thundering's a myth?
All this time, I thought...
No, the
I
distance
just saw it with my own eyes.
But before we continue, I just have to say, fuck you, Eli.
Sorry, Eli.
That's not true, Eli.
Carry on.
We don't.
Our
We
wayward
don't
son.
think fuck you.
What if Eli was one of the people that liked you on Grindr?
I love you, Eli. I'll always love you.
He would be one of the people that like to be on Grindr.
He's a pretty wholesome guy.
We've got to bring Eli back.
No, I love Eli. He's great people.
Eli and I are connected.
Jeez.
That thunder is super
He'll DM you back tonight on Grindr. Don't worry.
I really did a number, Johnny.
But anyways, so
If my phone ever stops updating.
John's got some picks.
I got a new
Brian's got some picks. AJ's got some picks. I am wondering where we want to go first. And the way that I'm going to establish some of this, pick a number between... I should probably think of a number first.
No, use random number generator website.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that
feels like
good.
it's taking too long.
He's drinking out of his coffee kettle again. Oh, he's just really chugging it down.
Oh, he's got a
Legends
Yeah,
Comics die.
He has a die.
Boom.
All right.
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
Is that how many is on that die?
It's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6.
Why don't you just, if there's 3 of us, just assign 2 numbers to each of us. Like 1, 2 is me, 2,
Fuck
3,
it,
4,
whatever.
5, 6.
We're going to pick Brian.
The Gestapo methods are frighteningly efficient.
I figured out what it was.
All right, cool.
All right.
Am I the jury or who am I?
I'm looking at your
I'm a hung
my
jury.
pickup.
your lineups here. We have 4 people I can choose from. I feel like I am kind of going a little bit more Have you two, Sir John and Sir AJ, have you guys watched Dexter?
Yes.
Both of you.
Very little, but I know of it.
Gotcha. I feel like John might have a little bit more to say, so I want you to be the juror.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
So the breakdown. Arthur Mitchell, a.k.a. the Trinity Killer. This is our courtroom
Since you
setup.
said that, I knew exactly.
The judge, Honorable Judge Justin Tiberius Mulani, is presiding over this court case. Prosecution. Brian is the prosecutor. Defense is going to be attorney
Pulling up a wiki to help me.
Attorney John Marshall. So Arthur Mitchell has been charged with murder.
The most heinous murder I've ever seen on a fucking TV show in my life.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad overall, but it was the most surprising thing I've ever seen. It's literally made me go.
It is, yeah. I had to take a second.
Ditto.
So multiple counts of murder.
I've only had that happen twice on TV.
We have the bathtub murders, the jumper murders, the bludgeoning murders, child murders.
Dude, I'm going to prosecute this motherfucker just on the bathtub one alone.
But you're the defense.
No.
You have to defend him.
Can we
This motherfucker guilty.
motion to remove the murder of the bathtub?
Just the one. We have the kidnappings, torture, conspiracy to commit murder, abuse of power. All right, the prosecution's case. You will have your opening statement.
Sure.
This is interesting.
Mr. of the jury, I ask you, would you let a man such as Arthur walk the streets knowing how he took this poor young man, Dexter Morgan, and just tortured his soul for months, messing with him for months, only to end it?
Objection, leading the witness.
Sustained.
Only to end it all with killing his wife, leaving her in the bathtub for
I wanted this
Dexter
omitted,
to be found.
please.
How can you look at yourselves?
We're not even going to talk about the 10-year-old boy you killed.
Order.
Sorry.
Sir, I think he's got a point. 10-year-old boy killed and a wife. That's all I got. He's answering it for me. Thank you, jury.
So the prosecution has painted a vivid picture of our Arthur Miller, detailing his methodical killings, spanning decades under various identities, if you will. Emphasize the brutal and premeditated nature of the murders, highlighting the suffering Dexter Morgan causing cruelty to his family and himself. Whatever. How would you like to defend your client?
I mean, this is open and shut, but
okay.
I would like to maintain my client's innocence.
Really? How are you going to do that?
As he is very well known in the community as a high school teacher, a community leader, and a church deacon.
4 walls, 1 heart. We build homes for the homeless.
Does these sound like an action? Never mind. Scratch that statement. They do sound like the actions of exactly that kind of person. This is brutal. This is not good. I get paid either way. So this is hard to do. I wish I had more time to
I wanted to give you guys time, but I was like, fuck it. I don't, whatever.
Right.
We're going to wing it because it's probably going to be funnier.
This is hard. First of all, I'm not even alive anymore. Or he's not alive anymore. But what a guy nicknamed the Lone Wolf. Twisted son of a bitch. Worthy prey and wolf in sheep's clothing do these kind of acts. I ask you to look inside your soul, Mr. Juror, and see that this high school community service church deacon.
One moment. Juror 28.
Yes.
First off, why are you juror 28? You know there's only 12.
No, a lot of callbacks.
Okay. Allowed.
Oh, that's dumb.
Put the phone away.
Mr. Mitchell has done a lot for this community, including the 4 Walls, 1 Heart program.
That was an excellent one.
It was. And that's why these goods outweigh all his bads.
Then it truly was an accident.
I don't.
You make a fine case there.
I guess. This is hard. This guy's guilty
this
as
is
shit.
yeah, this is hard.
Attorneys, please approach the bench.
Okay.
This is yeah.
What the fuck are you doing out there? You get it together, you know?
Dude, how am I supposed to defend this guy, Judge?
This guy is fucking guilty as fuck. I know that.
I know this.
Yeah, can we just throw this? We're done, right?
I literally drew the short
Hey
straw
guys,
here.
I can hear you talking. Just saying, if you want me to go ahead and say guilty, we
Leading
can
the
speed
juror.
this shit up.
Jury number 28 over
This
here.
thing doesn't go loud enough.
Look.
Do I
Guys,
still get the $20 if we do? If we get out of here quick, do I still get my $20?
I get paid by the hour, okay?
$20.
It's not even lunchtime. Pizza Hut's delivering for the juror number 28.
I'm just making sure this guy's dead. If I put him in jail, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, that's fine.
So this is just semantics at this point.
Okay. Return to your benches.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Innocent.
I'll just close with these statements. Wife murdered in the bathtub, full of blood, sits the baby in the blood, leaves the baby.
All right, so we have
I really have my hands tied in this situation.
motion,
Much like most of his victims.
some submitted evidence here. We have the crime scene evidence. We have the forensics evidence linking Arthur Miller to the murder scene, including fingerprints, DNA, and ballistics. Witness testimony, surviving victim and eyewitness. What's your witness? Dexter Morgan, is it?
Dexter Morgan, yes.
Recounting their encounters with Arthur Mitchell and his chilling behavior before and during the murders.
I plead insanity because he's been hit in the head with a hammer multiple times.
Shut up, cunt.
Granted, that happened after all these things, but still.
Okay.
It's like Nancy Pelosi's husband.
All right.
What he said.
Yeah, you don't come back from that like fool. So
What about the people he didn't kill that he could have?
Well, he didn't technically kill the jumpers. He's just behind the murders, that's all.
You're not supposed to, Judge. You're not supposed to be leading the witness.
This is off the rails.
Hey, dog.
Hey,
like, he
dog.
couldn't even kill himself. How is he going to kill all these people? This is just hearsay.
I'm supposed to be
Is there footage?
an empty. There is nope.
Nope.
We got Rita Morgan's murder, detailed evidence linking Arthur Mitchell directly to the murder of Rita Morgan.
Is that what all this is about?
I blame this all on Christine Hill.
There was supposed
daughter.
surveillance footage, but has any of that footage been submitted?
No, I had that thrown out, please.
Okay. There has been a motion
I
to
asked
miss the
nicely.
footage.
Because I asked nicely.
I got nothing, Your Honor, honestly. Thanks for throwing that out.
Okay.
It's not going to help, but still.
Well, the case will proceed to the deliberation, and after a moment, we will
All right,
become
we'll see you
with
in a minute.
a verdict. Juror 28.
Yeah.
After everything that you have witnessed here before, have gone over all the evidence, testimonies, witnesses, what have you guys come to? What have you alone come to?
Let me pass the note down between the other jurors.
A hung jury? Weird.
We couldn't agree.
Put that away.
Couldn't agree.
The jury of this case finds the defendant,
Arthur Mitchell,
guilty on all charges.
Yeah, that's fair.
You need to start over.
Not guilty.
Damn. Okay.
All right.
McDonald's it is.
I tried.
The jury finds Arthur Mitchell. Fuck this guy. Arthur Mitchell guilty. Judge Justin Tiberius Milani sentenced him to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
He ain't got no life to put in prison.
The judge condemns Mitchell's actions as heinous and acknowledges the pain inflicted upon the victims and their families. Life in prison. Actually,
Death in prison.
yeah. Hey,
Lethal
juror
injection?
Yep.
Here,
Yes,
take
Your
this.
Honor.
Take this hammer and escort our
Arthur
Mitchell
Arthur.
outwards, please. You're gonna need to be our acting bailiff as well.
Okay, can do.
All right, guilty.
Do I
got
get
it.
double pay?
That sucks.
You can get $22.
Worst
take.
case ever.
All
I'm
right.
supposed to defend that. son of a bitch.
Yeah. At first, I thought I was going to have to defend him. I was like, oh, no.
Let's
Now
go.
I'm thinking about mine.
Let's go.
I want to be a juror next one.
You want to be a juror?
Yeah, next one. I'm jury.
We'll see. It's not all gonna work out your way.
I noticed.
A little professional here.
Do you and I have the same glasses?
They're
Gay.
Very similar.
This
Ish.
phone is literally just update after update.
motherfucker. You just got a phone that always updates?
Apparently,
Always
Nice.
updates.
brand new phone.
All right.
Apparently, no.
Next case. Trial breakdown. Dolores Umbridge versus the people.
Oh no! Oh no!
Justicius
Harry Potter.
Tiberius Milani is presiding. Prosecutor
Biggest cunt in all of fucking.
Brian, you'll be prosecuting again. Defense
Oh, no.
attorney is AJ. You'll be defending Miss Umbridge.
Good luck.
Miss Umbridge is
I think that's the only person worse than Arthur Mitchell.
charged with child abuse, torture, conspiracy to commit torture, endangerment of minors, and abuse of power.
and big old cunt.
And how lovely to see all your bright, happy faces smiling up at me. I'm sure we're all going to be very good friends.
If you want to proceed with your opening statements, prosecution, would you like to start, or do you want to?
I'd love the defense to start.
Okay. Opening statement.
researching?
Do you not know who Umbridge is?
I mean, I know who the character is. I don't watch a lot of Harry Potter, so it's like I'm aware of her.
This will be fun. This will be fun.
Hem.
It's a her.
So, if you want to say something about how Miss Umbridge, acting under the Ministry of Magic, how she believes she might be
Sure, you do
maintaining
have.
her standing and goodwill, go ahead and proceed.
Okay.
How would you want to defend her?
Your Honor.
You picked her, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because I didn't. You
Yeah.
don't know who
Your Honor.
you're in her.
Mr. Defendant.
Hola.
Or Mr. Prosecutor.
That's him.
Jury. My client may be rough around the edges. She may be a little authoritative here and there. But isn't that what you want your teachers to be? You don't want your teachers to raise weaklings. This is a wizarding world, not a playground. There's lots of danger in the world. You don't want your child going out in a world where they can be easily taken advantage of. Look how many wizards come through here and end up dying. Not too many. If it wasn't for me, how do you think Malfoy would have got his hair so perfect? If it wasn't for me, how do you think Ron would have got with Hermione? I gave him that confidence.
Good old Hermione.
Are you speaking for her?
I'm defending her.
Okay, gotcha. This is her words. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she might be accused of roughing up a kid here and there. It's wizarding school. How do you know it was her? Some other kid could have put on some polyjuice potion and became her.
Ooh.
My client would never do such a thing. She knows the rules. I passed you.
And the consequences may be severe.
I'm the juror.
All right.
So our
Interesting.
opening statements with the defense, he's pretty much defended her as in just being rough around the edges. She's a little
Or
strict.
not even her.
Yeah. Probably wasn't even her. He's probably talking about somebody totally different. Makes her sound pretty good. I do like somebody who employs a bit of discipline.
Tough love.
Yes. You might have a different idea with the child abuse, maybe sort of psychological harm she might be inflicted on certain students. Do you want to proceed?
Yes, I think that's a great point you bring up. Because Dolores, you brought up her students, wanting to be there for the students. But do we really want someone that has such a lack of empathy that she has no regard for her students' well-being, no regard for their feelings? Some would say she lacks so much empathy that she has a narcissistic personality disorder. Is that who you really want in charge of your students? She on multiple times uses her teaching power, being on the Ministry of Magic, and abuses her power. She uses it to mistreat students, including the savior of our world, Harry Potter.
This is a lie.
Miss Umbridge has sadistic tendencies. She takes pleasure in inflicting pain onto others. We've seen this multiple times with her students. We have the Muggle-born Registry Commission. She's on that. That's, come on, very sadistic.
Oh God, we're under a flash flood warning, by the way.
Is this part
All right, we'll get this moving along because apparently we're going to get flooded.
Apparently.
There is no magic.
Obviously.
No magic in this court, okay?
Pity.
Miss Umbridge, handle your client.
So silly of me. I'm sure I must have misunderstood you.
Wait, the client is Miss Umbridge?
Yes, I'm talking to attorney AJ here, defense attorney AJ.
I think I'll just close with this. Miss Umbridge, she obviously lacks moral character.
All right.
She's shown it time and time again, and I don't see why we'd want to leave her in the same position of power that she's in now.
Oh.
Thank you, member of the jury.
Thank you, attorney.
Can I rebuttal?
Not yet.
Okay.
So opening statements have been had. You are pretty much saying she's rough around the edges. He is speaking on the psychological torture in a way that have been implemented. Her cruel and abusive actions towards the students of Hogwarts. Your witness, prosecution, your witness, Harry Potter, was it?
No, he's suffered too much under her.
Mr. Potter?
Which I do have a bit of evidence here talking about the blood quill. Do we know anything about the blood quill? Maybe? Or the cruciate?
Maybe my witness, Hermione, will have something to say.
Probably not.
She does.
All right.
Cut to a clip of Hermione here.
We're not learning how to defend ourselves. We're not learning how to pass our owls. She's taking over the entire school.
So she probably have... I see her statement right here talking about she's sustained some oppressive regime over the formation of Dumbledore's army as a response. And another one naming a McGonagall, Minerva, provides insight to Umbridge. I can't say any of these names. What the fuck is a Cruciatus curse?
Stop. You're saying it wrong.
Cruciatus.
Yeah.
Cruciatus.
There should be no curses going along here. If you want to go ahead and cross-examine.
Go ahead, defense.
Go ahead. So, you can't even pronounce the curse.
Nope.
And neither, I'm sure our plaintiff can't either.
I heard croutons.
See?
Croutons curse.
Jury.
Approach the bench again.
I'm sorry, Judge. I
you
brought
doing?
a salad. I'm really hungry.
I know, but do you have two?
Well, I got a Caesar as well. I got a chef's and a Caesar.
See, this seems like bribing to me.
What? Go back to your table.
You can't call one of them without calling both.
I'm talking to him right now.
That's no fair, though. Well, fine. I'm going to go talk to the juror.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay, return back. Return. Return back to your bench.
talking about?
Were you done?
No,
okay,
no,
go
it was not. The plaintiff had some great points about psychological torment, some great points about crushing kids' confidence. But are we here because some kids had their feelings hurt, or are we here because of other crimes? What are we here for? Judge, you want to read off what crimes we're here for?
We're here for the child abuse used by the blood quill on the students, causing physical harm.
See, that doesn't sound like hurting their feelings to me.
Attempting to use...
That's definitely not hurting their feelings to me.
Torture, attempting to use crouton curses on Harry Potter. Conspiracy to commit torture, planning to use the Veritaserum and the crouton curse.
Oh, you could say
to
that,
extract...
but you can't say the other one.
We got the endangerment of minors, sending dementors after Harry Potter and Dudley Dursley.
But see, there's no proof of that.
And abuse of power, misuse of her authority as Hogwarts High Inquisitor of the headmistress.
Where in the plaintiff's defense, and I will say it was a great defense, perfect defense. I mean, one of the best defenses I've ever heard. Where in that defense does it say that she's guilty of any of those crimes?
I'll let him.
She's a bad person. She's a minister. She's in charge of a government that needs to be ran.
Attorney AJ, you are admitting that she's a bad person? I cannot charge her on just being a bad person.
Exactly, you can't, because she's done nothing wrong. Okay. You just said it yourself. You can't charge Umbridge.
Objection.
I'll just say,
it's not your turn yet.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
See?
Order. It's his turn now. I want to hear what he has to say.
Okay.
All we have is the evidence that's in front of us.
He's cheating. He's using a phone.
These are just my notes. I'm using a note app.
Overruled.
What we have to remember here is we are, based on the evidence and her character as a person, she is obviously nothing but an opportunistic and power-hungry son of a gun. She is driven by desire for power and status, and she will stop at nothing to achieve her goals, even if it means betraying others and compromising what little value she may have.
Give it up for the plaintiff.
That was beautiful.
Like I said, though, nowhere in that statement does it discuss the crimes being had.
Well, if you look at Exhibit A, where Harry's hurt from some wanding his arm, I believe. Let's look at Exhibit A of his arm. It looks written on.
How many battles has Harry Potter been in this school? He fought Draco.
This is a Quidditch accident. Overruled.
He could have got it from the snake he fought, or the giant he fought, or Malfoy.
Are you saying these sorts of things are allowed in this school?
I'm saying these sort of things happen on a daily basis at this school. I don't think Umbridge is the problem. I think Hogwarts is the problem.
All right, so the defense is
nuh-uh. Basically.
Testifies that her belief in the necessity of her actions to maintain order and discipline at Hogwarts. This could be a mild misunderstanding. I haven't heard anything that prosecuting any of the charges brought to her today. We will open it up for closing remarks, and then we will hand it over to the deliberation.
She's despicable and villainous. That's all I gotta say. Despicable and a villainous human being.
Lovely. She is a despicable and villainous human being who did not do any of these crimes we've established. Juror, I will happily let you make your decision.
We will deliberate.
We will deliberate. Thought he was gonna drive it home. All right. Order. Juror, approach the bench.
We don't do that.
Don't you ever do that again.
You're only getting 15 now.
All right.
Oh no.
We've already taken out of your lunch.
Taken?
Stop it. All right. You're volunteering here. Okay. All right. Return to your deliberation.
I'm ready.
And put your pants back on.
Never.
Okay. All right, juror, do you have a verdict?
This isn't a hung court, you know.
Yes, we have reached a decision, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Based on the evidence provided, we find Dolores Jane Umbridge innocent of the crimes committed.
But you were unsuccessful?
That she didn't commit.
Bogus.
Not guilty.
For now.
At least.
Not
guilty. If found not guilty, Umbridge is stripped of all her titles and positions within the Ministry of Magic and placed under house arrest with strict monitoring to prevent any future abuse of power.
Still got punished.
Yes.
Damn.
If found guilty?
Yes.
But
If
she
found
wasn't.
not guilty. If she was guilty, she's sentenced to life imprisonment in Azkaban.
Well, the judge still thinks.
No possible parole.
Yeah, that she was still
fuck that bitch.
a shitty person.
But she's fine. I think she.
And
just
here's
a little
the
house
thing.
arrest is fine.
Just a little house arrest.
Here's the thing.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
Harry Potter
It was
got a boo-boo on his
interesting
arm.
because Brian didn't know.
Right.
So he did not provide the evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. I felt
Yeah,
I should
no, it
be
makes sense.
fair
Yeah,
based
no.
on
what's
I
being said
agree.
between the
Yes,
two.
yes.
If I was
Right on.
if I was a jury, I'd have to do that too. But yeah.
You
And
know,
that's
she just tortured, imprisoned, and killed people. No big deal.
That's all.
That's all you need to say. She killed somebody. I'd be like,
Yeah.
damn it.
She killed innocent Muggleborns that she sentenced
She is
to
the one that
Azkaban.
got in a fight on a table with Harry, right? Am I thinking that even the right
In
person?
the classroom?
No, that's Bellatrix. Isn't
Oh, that's
it?
Bellatrix. I was thinking.
I
That's
love
funny.
Bellatrix.
She was the
so
bitchy
hot.
looking like.
I was like,
No,
I
she
don't-
made Harry use the pen where he wrote down stuff and it carved it into his arm.
Which we've.
Then she locked down.
She had the pink
school.
outfit on.
Yeah. Then she locked down the school. She's one of the biggest cunts in the history of cinema. But
That's
Right
right.
Next case.
but based on the evidence.
Trial breakdown. Calvin Candy versus the people. Courtroom setup. We're going to do judge, myself, Honorable Judge Justicius Tiberius Milani. Prosecution. AJ.
Wait, who is the
Calvin Candy from
Defense.
Django
Count.
Unchained.
Oh, okay.
Defense will be Attorney John Marshall. So, Calvin Candy is being charged with murder, kidnapping, aggravated assault and battery, human trafficking, torture, and conspiracy. If you are ready to make your opening prosecution, are you ready, or do you want to send it to the defense?
I can wing it.
All right. Opening statement. Go ahead and proceed.
Judge, jury, what does it take to make this world run? Does it run on its own? No, it doesn't. It's ran on the backs of hardworking individuals.
Fine job, a real fine job.
But those individuals do not need to be treated like they're being treated by this man. They're being whipped. They're being tortured. They're being sold. And they're being enslaved by Mr. Candy. Well, though he may be an attractive man, his soul is dirty.
Objection, Your Honor. Slandering the prosecuting stuff. Being mean to my client.
Sustained.
This plantation owner has had the opportunity to do the right thing many of times, but he has chose to not be friends with Samuel L. Jackson.
It's his best friend.
Yeah, but they're not really friends. He's using him.
Is it my turn?
Yes, I rest.
All right. Thank you. Prosecutor pretty much summarizes his opening statement as Calvin Candy as a ruthless plantation owner who engages in heinous acts, crimes against slaves, and under his control. He details Candy's involvement in illegal activities. Not really, but yeah.
He did. It's totally illegal activities.
He did.
Gambling and horse trading. And
There have been a lot of lies said around this table here tonight.
he broke a glass.
How would you like to defend?
Your Honor. Guy sitting over there. Juror. My client is a great man.
Thank you ever so much.
He owns the 4th largest plantation in Mississippi. Candyland, if you will. It's a great place. And do you know what's on that Candyland? Opportunity. He employs many minorities. Many minorities. He provides them with at least one meal a day. Jobs and a place to put their little head to rest. Most people in this world don't even get that. So I don't see a cruel man. I see a guy giving opportunity to the world, teaching these young minorities, so many minorities, that teaching them hard work. That's it.
Thank you, Attorney Marshall. Attorney Marshall summarizes that his client, he might be acting a little harsh here and there. We're not criminal under the laws at the time. Things like this kind of could have happened at one
I didn't
point
say
in
that
time.
yet. That was going to be later.
All right. He emphasizes Candy's role as
Your Honor.
responsible plantation owner.
Yes.
Thank you. Suggests that any violence was... Would you say the violence might have been necessary to maintain?
The violence that occurred on Candyland.
Judge.
The violence that occurred on Candyland were life lessons, Your Honor. How else was he going to determine which position in the field these guys could work? What if you had some weakling trying to do something that a strong man needed? So of course we had to have these competitions to allow us to know who were the strong ones and who were the weak ones.
Now, after you have that, and you know you have it, then you can start to implement a grand design.
It's not my fault some of them died. It's not Calvin's fault some of them died. Could be on Steven. Steven's supposed to be his best friend.
Jesus Christ, Steven!
He's supposed to be watching these minorities. So many minorities. Mandingos, if you will.
Hammering that home, are we?
A little bit.
Okay.
I'm just telling you how many jobs he's providing. He is the Trump of this era. Jobs forever. And white cake.
We will be serving white cake.
Thank you, defense. So you are pretty
And
much...
at this time, shit's legal.
Right about that. Okay. During the 1821s.
Wait, that was when he was born. Just kidding.
Okay.
So 1860 something.
Yeah.
So you argue that the murders during the Mandingo fights were accidental and not premeditated.
I have no responsibility. My client has no responsibility for what happened after those fights. It's not my client's fault that these men, these young minority men, did not many minority men did not take care of their wounds post-fight.
You little dickens, you.
Are you questioning the testimonies?
I can't make a person go to the doctor.
Okay.
Neither can my client.
Okay. You denying any of the cruel treatment, the torture, if you will?
Life lessons, Your Honor.
All right.
You can't just let anybody run a plantation. Have you tried to run a plantation? You have to have strict guidelines. That's how the world works. The stricter you are, the more they respect you.
Maybe it's not quite as much fun as getting to pleasure all them Mandingos, Sugar Bear?
So there is no direct linking Candy to any of these conspiracies?
Negative.
All right. For the prosecution, do you want to cross-examine his...
I would love to.
Okay, go for it.
So Mr. Candy's, he sounds like a great man.
He is.
He's absolutely fantastic
Have
man.
you had some of his white cake?
I have had the best white cake.
No sidebars, please.
Sorry.
Judge,
would you like
that's
some
great.
white cake?
If he's such a great...
One second.
Would you like some white cake?
You got some with you?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have Candy bring it to you right now.
All right. Well,
We'll talk in a minute. We'll talk in a minute.
Walk his candy ass over here.
I get what you said.
There's no one in the white cake game that appreciates the value of showmanship more than Monsieur Calvin J. Candy.
Nobody. All right, proceed again.
He sounds like a great guy. This guy. He employs lots of Mandingos to work. Hey, there's a couple of them over there who wanted the day off. They just wanted to leave and go into town. Would he do that? Would that be okay? He's such a great guy.
I mean, we have a quota to make.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just.
But you said there's so many minorities.
You can't just leave. There's so
Why not?
much. We're the leading
I thought these
producer of
were
cotton
I
in
thought
the
these
United
were
States.
free people. These are nice free people.
They did not come free. They were expensive.
Oh, so
The price is $12,000.
I know it's legal and all.
We pay good money for these minorities. So many.
So many.
So much money. for so many minorities.
But if you care so much about these minorities and you spent so much money on these minorities, if one gets hurt, you think you would want to go help them.
Listen,
you can't make them go to the doctor.
You can lead a horse to
this.
water, but you can't make them drink.
Going over some records right here.
Okay.
Some things that were submitted in the motion here. There, forensic evidence from crime scenes. It seems as though
everywhere.
This might not be directly linked, so we will dismiss this. The financial records showing transactions, testimonies from victims and witnesses, which you have deemed uncredible. There's also medical records documenting injuries and historical records of Candy's activities. Is there anything the defense wants to speak on against the evidence that has been submitted?
Sure. Let me look through his financial records. We don't care about his records.
You asked me, but that's okay.
Oh.
Was that?
You asked the defense.
You're the defense, yes.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No.
Let's do the prosecution. Let's go ahead and...
Okay.
That's where I meant to go.
Also, this was 1859.
Say, you pointed at me, so that's why I was confused.
I was confused, too. That's why I was like, what? I'm defense.
True.
You're the
love this
worst
guy.
judge.
I know. Order.
I'm not saying that what he's doing is wrong. He's just being a plantation owner, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right.
Man needs to make his money. Man needs to kick. You gonna cut me off every time I'm trying to make a goddamn point?
Juror, approach the bench.
Yeah. What's up?
Judge, are you following any of this? Like,
Judge, did you get any white cake?
Does he need white cake?
If you keep breaking up this goddamn white cake,
let's get an order.
It's so
of white cake.
I don't. Hey, let's be any
Okay,
Juror.
Hold on. Let me talk to you for a second.
Okay.
Let me talk to you.
Is it just me, or does it sound like these guys are going more southern every time they talk?
Is it just me or
you two young men for half that white cake?
Hey,
that sounds like a deal with me. What?
This sounds like a legal attack.
You guys are talking. We're talking.
There's no
okay?
sidebar. Respect the.
We sidebar the sidebar. It's a crossbar.
crossbar? Judge, I just want to say I'm really uncomfortable with this whole conversation.
Here, if you
let
need
the
help,
record stay.
go sit by the.
Also,
client.
I'm a little concerned at how good John is at defending.
I am kind of too. Okay, quick, go back.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
let's proceed.
Am I allowed to talk again now?
But you are.
Oh no.
Yo, God damn it.
Oh, we can't use any of this.
We can. And we're going to use it.
We're in character.
I get it. Oh,
go ahead and proceed, prosecution.
So a plantation ain't going to run itself. We established this fact.
No, sir.
And we've established that you can't be sending out your minorities because they got to be staying at the plantation, working the plantation. Am I correct?
You're correct. A plantation that my client provides to them.
Free
of charge.
Free of charge. And he clothes them and feeds them. Feeds them, yeah.
At least once a day.
So what happened to these men? Is this all hearsay?
Hearsay, yeah. Where's the evidence to this? I don't see no scrolls or fucking parchment papers or whatever they're fucking.
But what about Exhibit A?
All honesty, everything was fine until that white man came to my plantation.
Oh, you did not just do that.
Hey, let's maintain.
You leave my cousin out of this.
This sounds like I forget the terminology.
Look, I'll give you all
a conflict of interest. Are you related to
Your Honor, I just have one last thing to say.
Schultz, everything was fine until Schultz came up. He's that German guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't be blaming this on me. Let's blame the Germans.
He's got a point.
Okay. I don't know where to go from here.
I'm kind of psychic, they say, and I have a feeling them Germans are gonna do some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and proceed to
the
clothing arguments. All right, go ahead and.
My closing arguments are simple. He did it. There's proof. Look at all the dead men. Look at all the dead children. When you close your eyes at night, do you see dead men and dead children? Well, you're going to tonight. And it's all because of this man. This very wealthy plantation owner. Is he making rich men? No. He's staying rich off the backs of men. Men that are no longer with us anymore. Thank you.
Thank you, Prosecutor AJ.
Your Honor.
So you're... 1 second.
Oh,
1 second. So Prosecutor Elder passionately argues that Calvin Candy's actions were not only morally reprehensible, but also criminally punishable under modern standards of justice. I cannot make any statement as of now solely for the deliberation. He appeals to the jury's sense of morality and calls for justice to be served for the victim of Candy's cruelty. So many victims. So many.
So many.
So many.
Your
Defense.
Honor, I just ask that the jury take into account how many job opportunities were provided by Mr. Candy. In these so-called fights, there were winners and losers, just like there are in life. The winners received a beverage for their troubles. The losers, we didn't need them anyway. And any of these men could be taken away from this situation at any time for the right price. I have many of them. So many of them.
Your client does. Is what you're
My
saying.
client does, yeah. My client.
After today, I'm gonna have me so many of them.
And white cake.
White cake. So
Anyway.
much white cake.
Well, I don't sell white cake. I don't want to sell.
Consider the opportunities we have provided. Also consider the white cake we have provided as well. My final
this a
statement
bribe?
is it was legal.
Thank you.
Murder is
Defense
never
Marshal.
legal.
So according to Attorney Marshall, contends that Candy's actions, while harsh, he agrees, were justified within the
In
context
what
of the
world
time.
is murder legal?
Attorney
murder anybody.
Elder Gillespie,
My client.
which name do you want to go by?
I don't know. Whatever you say.
Okay. So the time of the proceedings of these murders, deaths, we'll say they were not murders.
No, they were accidental deaths
Been
due to
Mandingo
job-related
The
activities.
opportunity to die is what you were saying?
No.
Okay. All right. He asked the jury to consider historical context and legal precedents in their deliberation, urging them to acquit Candy of all charges. Jury, would you like to take the time to consider the deliberation? Proceed.
So we've thought deep and hard about this. We've had a lot of deep deliberation,
So deep.
a lot of moral conflicts. And while we do agree that this is technically legal with the many minorities,
So many.
we find the evidence of the come everywhere that the plaintiff mentioned, prosecution mentioned, to be a highly suspectable. We believe a brothel is happening with the come everywhere, which that is not legal to force
Which is
a
also
brothel amongst
not in
these
the
men.
hours of work, mind you.
And
Consider that as
from
well.
the defense's
I
own
can't-
words,
I'm not gonna tell somebody what to do in their own home.
from the defense's own words admitting to these illegal fights, those are not legal in the eyes of the jury. We do not find
Spit it out.
we do not find him guilty of owning, but guilty of the illegal fights and the illegal brothel.
Was that even charges that were brought against my client, Your Honor?
We were not
thought
charging
so.
brothels.
Okay, just the illegal fights then.
Okay. So not,
But there was cum everywhere.
there was coming. I feel hypocritical charging another man about cum everywhere when I have a few cum stains on my person.
But that's not everywhere. There's no cum on the walls. There's no cum on your
Also,
shoes.
Look at the inside of this
Hey,
robe.
why are we still talking about this? He said not guilty.
Not
Or
guilty,
he said guilty.
but not guilty.
He said
said-
both.
He
On
said-
one court, on the count one of just being a dick, not guilty.
Okay.
Of the guilty of the illegal fights.
Fights. That's it. Fighting.
For the fights,
For the fights.
That's it.
We cannot confirm that anyone died from these fights, but they were illegal fights anyways.
I feel like this
It's not
is
my
not
fault. My dogs are, or his dogs are fed.
but not guilty.
Right there. That right there sealed it.
By who?
We didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything about.
You just said something about. Approach the bench.
We have fat dogs.
What the fuck are you doing?
We have fat dogs.
What the fuck are you?
There is no evidence.
You dipshit. What are you doing?
Look, here's some white cake. Shut up.
I don't want this guy. What do you want
I want that white cake.
Just take the white cake and fucking enjoy it.
Why do you say it like that?
Because that is how you say white cake.
White cake.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a sentence.
Just a slap on the wrist. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You gotta pay back 46
for the
46 black men.
That's so many.
Four
Prosecution and the
cakes.
defense and the juror. Thank you. I will be charging him not guilty. He will be
guilty.
Acquitted and released. Judge Milani, myself, acknowledges the jury's decision and emphasis the importance of learning from his history and mistakes to ensure such injustice and never repeated. Also, he will be reinstated, potential reinstatement of his property and status pending legal review. Thank you.
You did a fine job, a real fine job.
It's all because of that white cake.
I do want that white cake. I will share with you.
Okay, then.
And I will give you 4.
Am I becoming
minority?
I feel like I'm
4.
Am I getting
4? Hot damn.
Is my voice changing?
Amazing.
we got very
My God, what's going on?
We're moves too, baby.
My spoon.
Yeah, he died in 1959 or 1859.
1859.
So when...
All right, next case.
Chickasaw
Trial
County.
breakdown. We will be doing Joffrey Baratheon.
Who?
Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. So, Judge, Honorable Judge, Justicius Tiberius Milani will be presiding over this court.
Why are you always the judge?
Because I got this thing. Yeah. Prosecution will be AJ.
I've never seen anything on Game of Thrones.
This will be fun.
This is gonna be
okay.
This will be fun. And defense will be attorney Brian Corey. You have
What's
to
his name?
defend this motherfucker. Since it's Joffrey Baratheon.
Is he the midget?
No,
Okay.
he is related. He's related?
He's the younger.
Oh, he's that little twerp.
Yeah, the little twerp.
Yes.
Jack
He
Gleason.
is being charged with multiple counts of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, torture, and cruelty, treason, and abuse of power during the reign as king, and war crimes. Murder against Ned Stark, Roz, torture and cruelty of Sansa Stark and Tyrion Lannister, conspiracy to commit murder with attempted assassination of Bronn Stark, abuse of power with general tyranny, and war crimes, War on the Five Kings. Since prosecution did not come prepared, the defense, I will allow you to make your opening statements. How would you like to defend?
I will defend him.
Okay.
I'll stay.
That's how I will defend.
As long as it pleases me.
Your Honor, this is just a boy. He's coming into a man's world. He's got a lot of new responsibilities. Sure, maybe a few mistakes were made here and there, but they were all well within his power as king. So I just want to remind everyone, this is a boy, not a man.
Your sweet words have moved me.
Thank you. Is that the end of your statement?
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney Corey. Juror, would you please?
Sorry.
I mean, some order. Oh, that's one had your name on it. Okay. Attorney Corey argues that his client Joffrey is pretty much a product of his upbringing. The pressures under leading, serving as a king, can be like a tumultuous situation. He emphasizes Joffrey's young age as the time of alleged crimes and suggests the others have, would you say that they manipulated him in a way?
Indoctrinated.
They have their own political agendas on him. Prosecution, how would you like to open?
It's real cold where he's from. And you know what keeps you warm when it's so cold? That's right, bloodshed. And if you followed the blood trail that this child has shed, it would go around the earth 3 times full. Just look what he did to the poor Starks.
Tony?
That's Dr. Doom to you.
Sure.
You stop it.
That's pretty much all I got.
Thank you, Prosecutor Helder. You have portrayed Joffrey as a tyrant, his involvement in the murders of Ned Stark. He also, the bastard king, too. Don't forget that.
All the Starks.
Yeah. Other perceived enemies, as well as manipulation of political power of personal gain.
Yeah,
I just
totally
added some of that in there.
No,
just to
I said it.
Flavor everything.
Yep, I did.
Because this motherfucker over here is defending this guy, and we know.
I could just cut your throat.
Anyways, okay. So we have witness testimony. Testimony from individuals who were present that day during Joffrey's reign, including courtiers, servants, and members of a small council detailing instances of Joffrey's cruelty and arbitrary exercise of power. Do you want to present any of these people to the stand?
I want his mother.
His mother? Ooh. She is not present. So nobody...
She is not present.
It's becoming one of the most boring conversations I've ever had.
Please, defense, handle yourself and handle your client over there.
I don't need to do anything.
Please give him a glass of water, if you will.
Tuck him in.
Okay.
Read him a bedtime story.
I'm not tired.
All right.
Let's talk to one of the servants.
Huh?
I want to talk to one of the servants.
No, nobody showed up for him for some reason.
Well, then how the fuck am I supposed to talk to somebody?
I don't know. Maybe you had somebody had like a grand.
I had his mother. But you don't want to talk to her.
He's looking at you pretty shifty.
I'm good. I hope he is, because I'm trying to get him put in jail.
Oh, okay.
You're talking to a king!
All right, let's actually just skip that. Let's go to defense over here.
All right, I just want to remind everyone here, he is king.
See,
you do not have any control over the king. The only one the king has to answer to is God.
His mother.
Is our Lord and Savior. And is the king doing nothing but the Lord and Savior's bidding? Yes. So of course he's not doing anything wrong in the eyes of our Lord.
Are you saying all of this is pretty much with that political maneuvering?
I'm saying Jesus Christ himself asked our beloved King Joffrey to perform each of these, you may call them torturous, I call them miraculous events.
I mean, why else would he be there, I guess? Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like the hand of God hovering above.
Who is this Jesus person you speak of?
The holy fucking Bibles.
Did you have a question, prosecutor?
Yes. Who is this Jesus you speak of?
He's in a book called the Holy Bible.
The holy fucking Bible.
That's not
Thank
true.
you, Jerry.
King James version.
I was gonna say that's not true because there's a book of the Bible that's pretty metal and it doesn't talk about him.
Not in this fantasy world. We just have the real Bible in this one.
Would you?
Actually, I have no idea what they have in this show.
Would you maybe consider a psychological evaluation for your client?
Sure.
Would it be necessary?
Why not?
Why not? Sure.
Sure.
Plead of insanity or something.
Or a colonoscopy while we're at
this. All right.
Give me a videotape of that.
Well, so we have the evidence that was presented. We got the psychological evaluation. Certain character witnesses, such as individuals who knew Joffrey personally, portraying him as a troubled young man. So yeah, he is young. He's just going through some shit. You've been a teenager. You know how it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've never been king.
True. And you can see how that can be troublesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say?
What would I say? Stop murdering people.
Okay.
Bring me his head.
If you wanted to move to the closing arguments, who wants to proceed first?
I think I just closed.
Oh, okay.
That was my closing, the last thing.
So your passionately argues that
the Lord
just
led him in this way. Yeah. Let the Lord strike him down if he's done anything wrong.
He's just been a tragic figure, elected into this position, not by way that he wanted. I mean, he didn't ask for it. He's there. All right. I get it. Go ahead, prosecutor.
If the Lord put him in this position, then the Lord is equally as evil for letting him take all the lives he has of good, innocent people.
All right.
Can't necessarily argue with that. We did have to wipe out the whole world with a big flood not too long ago.
Go ahead and
So I mean,
again,
we're just trying to keep things going. Trying to keep going with the same thing.
Please, can you handle your client over there? A glass of water, please.
Here's some warm milk, you little bitch.
Good. He's washing down.
All right. We will proceed to the deliberation with juror from the evidence that you have heard in this courtroom today. Go ahead and...
1 second. I'm checking my bank account real quick. Okay, it went through. Perfect. Your Honor, we, the jury, aka me, have found our client innocent on all charges, and we would like to recommend pushing charges against our Lord, Jesus Christ.
That will be considered. You'll proceed further.
We feel the true villainous character in the story is one Jesus O Christo.
So the jury finds Joffrey not guilty. He would be acquitted and released. Judge Milani acknowledges the jury decision, but emphasizes the need to reform and accountability in the governance of kingdom, urging leaders to learn from the lessons of the trial, and a new trial will be... what is going on with your client? What did he drink? What is he? He's vomiting? What is he doing?
He's got an upset tummy.
Sally, that payment went through, right?
Nothing.
All right, good.
Fuck it. Your client is dead on the floor. Thank you.
Medic.
What did you...
Oh, no.
What was in that water?
Oh, no.
Do I still get paid?
Yeah, you get paid. I got paid. I mean...
There's that Lord working in his mysterious ways again.
It wouldn't have happened if Lord didn't want it.
Yeah,
See, this is
like he flooded his
this
lungs.
is why I'm this is why I'm a Jew. This never happens to us.
You never get struck down.
We don't believe in Jesus, so we never get struck down.
We're gonna do one more, and this is gonna be a bonus one. So this is a bonus trial breakdown. The People versus Rose DeWitt Bukater from the movie Titanic. Okay.
Oh.
Honorable Judge Justin Tiberius Milani will be proceeding over this court prosecution. John Marshall, defense, Brian Corey. You will be defending Rose Bukater.
Bukater?
Whatever her name is.
Defecator?
She'll be charged with...
Rose Dawson.
Defecator.
Rose DeWitt Bukater.
Charged with theft, taking the heart of the ocean diamond, fraud.
I'm prosecuting?
For concealing. You are prosecuting. He is defending. You are... Yes.
Put the coat on her! Had to do it once.
The concealing the diamond's existence from authorities and insurance companies. She is fraudulent in that. Destruction of property for throwing the heart of the ocean into the sea. Endangerment for actions
so we're trying an old lady
that could have endangered others during the Titanic sinking, and negligent homicide of Jack Dawson due to her actions during the sinking of the Titanic.
This is absurd. I am leaving now.
With the prosecution, actually no, let's do the defense. No, yeah, let's do the prosecution. Go ahead and make an opening statement.
Your Honor, Jewiest member of the jury.
Jewiest?
That's what AJ stands for, a Jew.
A Jew.
Oh.
Gesundheit. Get it? Because he sneezed. A Jew.
I got it. Wait.
What? Yes. Your Honor, pay attention.
And tell me what to do.
My job here today is to prove to the court and to our Jew that Miss Rose Dawson, as she likes to be called, DeWitt Booker, or whatever the fuck her name is.
You are rude and uncouth and presumptuous.
Bukater, sorry. Is not only a bad woman, but she's fraudulent, she's reckless, and kind of a slut.
I'd rather be his whore than your wife.
Motion to the defense.
Thank you.
Right.
With your
That was my opening statement.
I think this is a
One
pretty open and closed case here.
Like her legs.
And all the while I feel I'm standing in the middle of a crowded room screaming at the top of my lungs and no one even looks up.
So, Prosecutor Marshall portrays Rose as negligent in her actions aboard the Titanic, leading to the death of Jack Dawson, you might say. Actually, a gash in his hand. Did you see how she took that axe? It hit his hand when she was trying to cut the cuffs. That bitch. So he argues that Rose had opportunities to save Jack.
I made my opening statement, and now I gotta make the... You're getting ahead of the game. Opening statement defense.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reiterating. That way I understand, and the audience listening.
Anyway.
And I'm also adding in
calm down.
other key points to make you sound good, because
I know.
so
I'm gonna
far-
get there.
Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't know you were gonna get there.
Cut this.
So, you think you're big tough men? Let's see you do this.
So her actions has caused significant financial and emotional loss and endangered lives. Would the defense want to take a... You want to try it? You want to try it?
Of course, Your Honor.
Okay.
Open and closed case here.
Like her life.
There is no evidence that she stole the heart. It can't be stolen if there is no heart. We don't have the heart. We don't know where the heart is. It's probably at the bottom of the ocean. Now, as far as the death, I didn't see no weapon.
Right.
I didn't see anyone say they saw her kill him. So, I mean, what are we talking about here, people? Open and shut case. Thank you.
So you're pretty much saying that there was exterior life-threatening situations that happened might have caused the death, at least?
Shit was wiggity wiggity whacked.
This is true.
What? You think a first-class girl can't drink?
All right. Her name is attached to certain forms of documentation with her husband, fiance with the diamond. Are you saying he is the prior or the proper person thingy?
Guy who owns it.
Yeah.
Proprietor?
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Well, of course, and I'm sure he still has it at the bottom of the ocean.
He has
is not dead.
He actually has a statement here where he says, I put the coat on her.
Are you insinuating the diamond was in the coat?
The pocket. It was in the pocket of the coat.
And where's the coat now?
On her.
He put it on her.
Yes.
But he put the coat on her.
But did she make it off the boat with the coat? Did she even know the diamond was in the coat?
I put the coat on her!
I have a note here.
Shit. This phone broke, John.
It's the longest running joke ever, and it came to a great climax right there.
Your Honor,
proceed.
I don't think she had the coat, nor would she have even known the diamond was in the coat. Duh.
Okay.
There's truth, but no logic.
Sustain.
Your Honor.
Go forward.
Rose was picked up when they got to New York wearing the coat.
No!
Okay.
She has photographic evidence that she was wearing the diamond. Great tits, too.
That's disgusting!
She knew exactly where the diamond was. She and Jack probably planned this against my client, Cal, who is not dead, by the way. He's not at the bottom of the ocean.
Wait, he survived.
He did. He took a child. I mean, he found a child and got off.
I think you must have had a love affair with her.
Wait, that sounds bad.
Judge, can I approach the bench?
Permission to have that comment stricken from the books, Your Honor.
Sustain.
No, don't say stained either. Anyway.
One second. Hold that thought. Sure. 28.
Can I come to the bench?
Yes. What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, but I'm kind of creeped out.
Me too.
Can I hide behind your bench?
Yeah.
Okay.
Save some of that white cake for me.
White cake?
Oh.
White cake.
All right, whatever. Have you guys collected your thoughts? Were you speaking?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Defense.
I represent the Hockery family, who is missing the diamond.
Okay.
You are so annoying!
Cal is worried about the diamond. He was worried about Rose, but she cheated on him sexually.
I hate that bitch.
All over that boat. Thank you.
You unimaginable bastard.
To that point, there has been evidence of fingerprints in a
right on the window,
and we have
everywhere.
Come everywhere.
We have discovered what seems to be likeness of your client wearing this diamond that you have said she was not.
Photographic evidence.
It was a drawing.
A drawing found right in the safe where the diamond was kept.
Are you finished with your statement?
She's a bitch.
I am.
Noted.
She cares about her appearance. She cares about her sexual appetite. And who can honestly stand on their toes like that?
This is not a suitable conversation.
Can't be trusted. She
your
stole
name?
that diamond.
What's your name?
Okay. With the
Back then, 6.
You got a contact
say
in
back bend?
Back then.
Oh, back.
Because there was like few numbers.
Okay.
Got it, yeah. Operator, connect me to number 7.
Defense, would you like to cross-examine?
I would love to cross-examine.
I bet you would.
So, my client might have a sexual appetite. Does that mean she's a murderer? Does that mean she's a thief? No, these are separate sins.
Sins?
Sins.
Okay.
So, there's that.
I'm flying.
I had another point. It's somewhere in my brain and I forgot it.
I didn't deny.
And spit like a man.
Wait, what did you say?
So,
sexual
yes, sexual
appetite isn't about
appetite.
murder or theft. But did she not murder that cock and steal that boy's innocence?
That is not on trial here. And I think based on new evidence
And the diamond.
that we have found out that Cal, his lawyer, admitted he stole a child.
That was stricken from the record, and that has nothing to do with this case.
Dismissed.
Well, this photographic evidence then, Your Honor, this is a hand drawing. This has no proof that she had the heart on. He draws.
Proved he had a heart on.
You can't just have an empty chest. No, you gotta fill that chest.
And we're not talking treasure.
So, of course, he elaborated in his... he kind of just made it look like she was wearing the heart of diamonds.
But how did he know what the diamond looked like, Your Honor?
She's really good at detail, describing things. And that's it.
Thank you.
It was next to the diamond. The book was right next to the diamond.
So
she had to have seen it.
Are you
She had to have it.
suggesting
He
that...
put the coat on her.
No.
So wait, are you saying that in the safe with the drawing was the heart?
Correct.
Your Honor, she didn't have it. It was in the safe. He just admitted it.
No, that's where it's missing
was
from.
before it was missing.
I'm sorry, that's not what he said.
This is sort of true. All right. So you're
At the time
suggesting
of
that
the
there's
drawing,
a lack
it
of
was
evidence.
in the safe.
The drawing could have been anything. The boy Jack Dawson
Did
could
you say
have
boy Jack?
Yeah, the boy Jack.
Oh, the boy.
So how do we know it left the safe?
Are you
It's not in the safe.
How do we know it was in the coat? It was in the safe.
I put the diamond in the coat. And I put the coat on her. And I put the coat, and I put the coat on her.
Hard cake.
Hard cake.
And I put the coat on. Hard cake.
Hard cake. And I put the coat on her.
Hard cake.
The coat belonged to my client Cal, who then put the coat on her, and then
Judging by-
she was recovered in New York at the Statue of Liberty with that coat. No diamond.
We do have another submitted
And a new name.
evidence here from a one Britney Spears who has said that they threw it at the bottom of the ocean.
Go on.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Toxic.
And somebody else went down there and got it. So is the diamond in possession of your client or someone else?
I believe it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
And until we can go down there in a submarine with a PlayStation controller to prove that it's down there,
Teach me to ride like a man.
I think we can't say whether or not that diamond is there or in my client's hands.
This sounds like reasonable
Doubt.
task there. No, we can get that done.
Oh, okay.
We'll look into it. Do you have a closing argument?
She did it.
You don't know me and I don't know you.
Thank you.
She cheated.
Don't like that.
She lied.
Don't like that.
I mean, she slept with this man while having a fiance. She lied about her name when they picked her up. She had stolen property on her, and we haven't even talked about the murder.
You shouldn't be asking me this.
Could they have rotated? Switched a little time? Everybody else in that water around him's dead. That's why there's no witnesses. Very convenient. I think they could have at least saved a little life there. But she was selfish and kept her fat ass on that door the whole time. Now, I'm no expert, but there isn't room for both of them on the door. The buoyancy wouldn't match. I know this because I saw a show, but they could easily rotate in and out.
Disproved in the show.
Like 3 of them.
Okay.
But anyway, she murdered him. And they wouldn't be in that situation if they weren't cheating. They could have got off, women and children. Rose had the opportunity to get off that ship. She didn't take it. She ran away to go murder that boy.
You mention how it's convenient that everyone's dead around her. Well, we find it highly inconvenient that the whole damn ship sunk, because that is where that diamond is. It's on that ship. You talk about how she killed this boy Jack. We have the evidence from the guy that came about on the ship and found her. And there was no Jack near her. So how do we know Jack was even by this door that you're talking about that she was laying on? She was laying on the door, but the man that collected her off that door did not mention anyone by her.
Jack's body could have been recovered if she didn't.
That is hearsay.
Valid, I think. Well, we will turn this over to the juror. Get from behind me, sir. Juror, go ahead and proceed back to your bench there.
Okay.
All right.
Stop looking at me like that.
Yes, if you want to go ahead and deliberate.
Hold on. You got some crumbs, some white cake crumbs on your shirt.
I'm like, what? Your Honor, there's one glaring piece of evidence that has been brought up numerous times in this, and it involves the coat and the man who put the coat on her. But as she was surrounded by dead bodies as she's floating in the ocean, there's no proof that she did not get a coat from a dead body to keep herself warm. So with that information, I have to say that Rose is in fact innocent of all charges.
It's literally his coat.
You don't know that.
It says, it does.
It says Cal on the tag.
Right on the tag.
Different Cal.
Yeah,
it says Cal.
Cal's
Not that Cal.
Cal's a pretty
Cal.
popular name.
The other Cal. Huh. Nah. No. You didn't save me any crumb cake, so no. The jury.
Oh, now there's crumb cake back there?
Fuck what the jury says. The judge with
You haven't listened to the jury once on any of these cases.
This is quite the judge.
with the power invested in me, I find the client guilty on all charges. Judge Milani sentenced her to a term of probation and community service, acknowledging the tragic circumstances by emphasizing accountability for her actions aboard the Titanic. It's either 5 years in prison for theft, 3 years in prison for fraud, destruction of property, that's 2 more years, endangerment, 1 year in prison, total of 11 years in prison. I think that's fair trial. And she
Agreed.
has, return the coat, please.
Return the coat.
Cal is cold.
Wait, I don't have to leave. You leave.
Thank you guys for presiding into this courtroom.
This was tough. This was different. A little uncomfortable.
It's, I think it's supposed to be that way. Yeah, I had no idea where this was going. I was just excited to see how it's going to turn out because of what your guys' knowledge or lack thereof when it comes to certain characters.
Yeah, that was tough.
There's a few others I wanted to go through, but we're way into it.
Save them for again. We can do this again. It was fun.
We'll try.
I do feel like this is a thing that I want to kind of continue. A Judge Justice.
Justin Justice. Judge Justin
Justitius Tiberius Milani.
Oh, wow.
That's a bold name, isn't it?
Be nice out there. Hopefully, no one's too offended out there.
Well, I am offended. I am offended.
I am so offended.
I am a little offended.
Oh, I am offended.
I am a registered sex offender.
What?
Yeah.
And if
They
you
won't
are,
be because of the statement we made at
should
the
it
beginning
be?
of the set of the thing that.
Sounds good.
Good job.
All right. Yeah, it's 11:25.
Yeah, I got to work at 6. So.
You had an M&M thing you want to save?
No. Oh, I switched the Eminem thing to something different, but we can scrap that for now.
All right, we'll go ahead and instrumental.
I'll save it for next time because actually there will be more content based on our play.
Well, guys,
that makes sense.
Closing up the show here. Thank you guys for listening to episode 065 in the books.
065. We will see you back for 066.6.
I have no idea how these all are going to come out with the time allotted. There's a few things I want to discuss with you guys off base when it comes to maybe later in the year, but I do need to do a lot of catching up. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Eli, for sending in your submission.
Your kind words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel free to email us at the boundlesspodtrap at
this message
gmail.com.
Yes.
Send us your hate mail.
Send us your hate mail.
If you guys want to
send it directly to me.
Send any more voicemail that we can play on the the show, we could do that. If you want to be a little bit more interactive, we encourage a lot of that. Things that you like, things that you didn't like, hosts that you like, hosts that you hate.
Yeah, we're really just trying to entertain y'all, so hopefully we're pulling it off a little.
Just itty bit.
And I'm not Asian.
It's true, he's not.
I'm not.
It's not there. He's very white.
White. I'm so white, I'm translucent.
A lot of times.
Except my right arm.
Yeah, that's why he had to tattoo his arm
it's
black.
Like I am Kansas City and my right arm is Raytown.
Jesus.
So, all right, thinking about time there. Does money heal all wounds?
Sometimes.
If time is money and time heals all wounds, then money heals all wounds.
I don't know. It can take you to the doctor.
What fortune cookies are you eating? Did you get them from AJ?
Stringing them.
I heard that's how you cure HIV is just money into your veins, right?
That's what Magic Johnson did.
Magic Johnson just, dollar bill, y'all.
We always do this.
You did it.
I had pertinent ideas that needed to be expressed.
Maybe we just need to make our outro music longer.
Probably.
I should pick different. I should pick a man's dating, not a man's dating site, a different dating site. Try my thing again and see.
With an extended amount of time?
No, it's the same amount of time, just different sites.
A day?
No, a weekend.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't do it this weekend because I'm gonna be 40.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy late birthday. This is a month late.
All right, send your happy birthday cards.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Wish him happy birthday. I'll see you guys next week on the movie
SLC Punk.
SLC Punk. Ciao, guys.
See ya.
Au revoir.
White cake.
Au revoir. Her boobs are too big.
Man,
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Join us next time for more absurdity that only the guys from the Boundless PodTrap can bring you.